Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
Hey guys, welcome back to Noire. Alright, so we saw the introduction cutscene in this last part, where this man was mysteriously murdered outside of this nun bush shoe shop, which doesn't appear to have very many wares on the inside if you ask me, but okay, you keep hearing the chiming. That's because we're near an area of interest. So for right now, we're going to go examine this dead body, which I don't know if a normal guy can just do that. Like a normal police guy can just squat over a dead body and inspect him. But all right, so here we can check on various points of his body, specific things. Like here we can just look at his hands, and then we can, it's basically just looking at the same parts. And this kind of is kind of important for later, just not now. He's got like scars, it looks like, on his hands, and we'll have to do that later, but I'm just kind of just showing it off for the time being. So just head, we can kind of just, yep, this guy was male, all right. Just kidding. But look at his other arm for no reason. Just, yes, this man appears not to have a pulse. I concur. So now we can look in his jacket pockets. Now this one, there's nothing of importance now, is there? Nope. But in this one, definitely going to want to do this. So, with that, we got the Bank of Arcadia. See, Galleta? Isn't that like cracker in Spanish? LOL. So here is pearl earrings, $52. No tax. Okay, no tax. So here it's telling, you know, how many were paid. So merchandise before 120.47. So here it appears she hasn't quite paid it off yet, as you can tell. Well, maybe she has. I can't even tell. So probably not, but those are kind of hard to read. I don't usually deal with finances, but whatever. Alright, so there's that, even though I can do simple addition. But now if we head over here, this other point of interest. Oh, what is this? 5 gun bullets. Wait a second. 32 shell casings. Alright, this is definitely important. So well, I guess we'll just take those, and then right over here, this is the last thing you're probably going to want to inspect out here, otherwise it's kind of pointless. But here, oh my god, a gun handle. Wait, what? A gun? We found a gun. Nice. Alright, so here, we're going to want to look on the side, the camera. And it appears that, yes, FN Browning, serial number 01138. God, that's so much detail. Wait a second, how'd you know that? Why do you know everything? Why do you know about all the gun stores in this place?
This guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole. You better take a statement.
Well, thanks. This is kind of funny. Hey, guys, look! Alright, let's go talk to this jerk. Can you press X to talk to people, by the way? So here's a witness.
I saw a girl run at the shoe store.
Oh, did you now? Wearing that orange shirt, I bet your cherry ass you did. So now that we have that, what we can do now, we can look at our location. Since we got the gun store, we can now go to that, and we're going to want to do that. So set that as our destination. And let's see. What are you going to tell me? You going to tell me something? Nope, probably not. Alright, so now, I didn't... Oh, now, there he is, finally. God. Hey, we switched spots! Did you notice how that happened? So we're going to have to interrogate her in just a minute, but first... Yeah, it'd be a bad idea to accuse people without having proof to back it up, so... So we can be nice or we can be mean. But what we're going to want to do, we're going to want to head off to that thing. Whoops. Okay, let's step over him lightly. We're going to want to go drive. But here, to auto drive or whatever, to get your partner to drive for you, which is basically like the fast travel, you just hold Y in front of the car.
You can drive.
So I guess he's going to take my seat for me. Okay, there. And then we just drive off, and then we're safe. So that's pretty good. It's pretty fast, pretty convenient, and I probably will end up doing that most of this LP. I'm sorry to say, for those of you, I guess, who really want me to drive through Los Angeles in 1940s, but whatever. But here, it'll just take us straight there without any harassment by other cars. So, Eagleson's Gun Store, 236. Now we're going to go walk in, all badass like, and talk to this guy.
What can I do?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir.
Oh.
We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure.
I like how, like, Dunn's just, like, looking off to the side. He's like, well, I don't even know why I'm here. I don't even have a notebook.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Kalu.
Okay, so he apparently remembers the first and last name of the guy who had the gun of some really obscure European type. And he remembers him just fine a couple weeks ago. And, oh,
and he worked at Hartfield.
He remembers like their exact conversation, but he looks kind of old, like in his like 60s maybe. Oh my, I don't think so actually. Maybe his 50s. But now we got a new clue. So now let's review really fast. So as for our people right now, we've only got the victim, the witness, and Edgar Clue. We're gonna have to talk to the witness in a second, but Edgar Clue seems to be kind of a POI, person of interest, and then we got shooting, layaway voucher, 32 shell casings, F and Browning handgun, and murder weapon. So before we head off and talk to Mr. Kalu, we're going to want to talk to the witness. So, okay, you can drive, I guess.
Can you drive to this one?
All right, so now we can choose here. We could either go to Hartfield's or jewelry store. I don't know what would happen if we went here first, but we want to talk to the suspect before the homicide dicks show up, so it'd probably be a good idea to do that. So go drive your merry way. And he was gonna. Why were that? Never mind. He was gonna drive right into a moving crowd of. Never mind. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. It's too late in the morning. Too late in the morning. Too late at night. I don't even know. Loading. All right, now we're back here. Now you guys want to be really careful, okay? There's this kind of a weird, stupid thing that this game does. If you drive your car onto the scene of the crime, like even if barely, then it will count as case failed. So I'm not going to demonstrate that. It doesn't count against you or anything, but it's just annoying. Like one time I drove back here just normally, and then I just left it like right off the curb, and then I went forward just to like turn around to get to the jewelry store, but then I ended up going barely onto the curb, and it said case failed, and I was like, what? Now we can walk in here. We're like, run. And okay, so what exactly do you guys sell in here? Just those. Never mind. But
Officer Phelps.
so here's like another part where the face/voice acting is really awesome. Like look at them, you can tell really well if they're lying or whatever. So that's really cool.
Galleta. Clovis galleta.
You mean Clovis cracker? LOL. Just kidding. So now we can question. We only have one question so far, and it's pretty easy. This basically serves as our tutorial for questioning people. So I guess we'll press A to eyewitness account. We can review our evidence at the bottom, but we're not going to do that right now. So let's eyewitness.
You tell me exactly what happened, miss.
I looked around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, burst in.
So you kind of want to tell, look at her. If you know, like, the answers, then most of the, well, not most, I guess some of the time you can just skip right to this, but it's a good idea to get a lot or most of the clues so that you guys get commendations and stuff a lot quicker. We can gain more intuition. So for this, she's looking kind of, I don't know, I'm feeling a little skeptical. I'm not going to read the upper left-hand corner, but I'm not going to press Y. Just kidding. So right here, it's actually telling us what to do for this first part. So if you press truth or doubt, then you're not going to get this. So it's lie, because that's the answer that they gave us. So
you know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
So here, now we have to select the evidence that tells us, you know, how we know that she's lying. And, oh crap, I can't quite exactly... Wait, did we forget something? I feel like we're not. So here, we can pick any of these up, but the evidence that proves she's lying would be the layaway voucher.
Your pearl earrings, Miss Galetta.
So as you remember, we saw Miss C. Galetta at the very top of the thing, so when we inspected that guy now... She's more concerned about the earrings than her boss getting shot.
Mr. Kalu.
Alright, so there's Mr. Kalu's name again. A jerk.
Store.
Going off murdering people. We can already tell this guy's the perp.
Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other.
Whoa.
Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk. Nickel-plated, made in Japan.
Oh, excuse me. What exactly in this place is nickel? Never mind.
Then what happened?
I thought they sold shoes here. This doesn't look like a very good shoe shop.
Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang. And another. And another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees.
I'm not buying it.
Painful.
But now we could do either of these questions. So we could do possible murder suspect or details of shooting. And for this, we're going to go ahead and just do possible murder suspect since we already basically know.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway.
So that's exactly the same exact thing that the guy at the,
Of course I did.
that the, whatchamacallit, what am
Mr.
I,
Calu looked
thingamajig
very angry.
for whatever.
He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger.
The guy at the gun
He
shop.
threw the gun
God, I
in a
keep forgetting
bin
to
and
finish my
turned
sentences. So I don't want to
and
like
walked
ruin the
away.
voice acting or whatever, but so if you think the witness is lying but you lack proof, you can select doubt. So that's basically like lying 0.5. So now that's telling us that yes, we are in doubt. We know she's lying, but we don't have any proof. So that's exactly what we're gonna pick.
Making me angry, Miss
Yeah,
Coletta.
we're right, you guys.
Is that what you want?
La, la, la,
Tell
la.
me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Yeah, we're getting so
Mr.
mad
Gage
right now.
hates Jews.
Oh, so now we're bringing religion into this.
It's not
I see
my
how it
fault
is.
if he has nice things.
So now she's getting really offended. So now we can do details of. I said details of shooting.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Coletta?
It's difficult to remember.
I just look at that,
Sounded
like
like
the
there were so
wrinkles in their
many.
face. Like it's kind of
They
creepy,
were
but
so
really,
loud.
and, like their eyes, they don't look all creepy like they do in like Call of Duty. LOL. So now we know she's telling the truth. We have to press A to accept the statement as truth, otherwise we'll fail. Now in later ones, it branches out quite differently in how each case is completed. Like sometimes you can take extremely different ways to get to the same outcome, but others it becomes a lot more convoluted. But
I need you to concentrate, Miss Coletta.
But for these like early cases, they're relatively short, very easy to
Well, there was one
get a
day,
grasp on the game. When you take
and then
the later
another,
half into consideration,
and
then yeah,
three
definitely.
very quickly close together. 5.
Well, that sucks. 5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am.
So we got 3 out of 3 questions correct, and we get experience, raises our rank, and unlocks rewards. We got plus 15 experience. Woo! Yeah! So we got an intuition point, and we'll yeah, basically we can
Yes,
those will
officer,
definitely help us
obviously.
later on, but we won't really need them. So let's see. Well, I mean we will, just not right away. So it's like, oh, this body's still here. You guys didn't pick it up yet?
Murder. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's. That's a
Hard
couple of
to-
blocks from here.
God, Dunn, do you know where everything is? Jesus, I mean, I swear to God.
Maintain the perimeter.
He knows where like all the gun shops are and all the jewelry stores. Why do you need to know that? But anyway, we're gonna head off. No, you're gonna drive.
You can drive.
We're gonna go to Hart's Jewelry Store, where employer of suspect Edgar Calo. We're gonna go over there. We're just gonna quick drive because I don't like driving. I mean, I do. It's all right. It's just when we have the quick option there, might as well take it. You know, I mean, it's like a shortcut, but with less work, with like no work actually. We just let it go, and then it takes us to the cutscene taking us there. So that's pretty good. So anyway, here we are at Hartfield's Jewelry Store. 230. Wait, wasn't it just 236 when we went to the? Well, maybe it was 226 when we went to the gun shop. Whatever. All right, so let's walk inside. Let's go question Edgar Calo.
Officer,
I
Can I
wonder if
interest
this
you in
guy
your
could help
watch?
us out. Hey.
Officer Cole Phelps. Are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back.
Oh, he's out
Lie
back.
down.
Oh, why don't you? Yeah, buzz him for us, man. That'd be awesome. I mean, I'd really appreciate that. Boy. Oh, hey, you jerk. I started running toward it before I said it, but still. That asshole. Why are you doing that? So, in this, it's telling us to basically how to chase down suspects, and we could use our gun. Yes, we can use our gun to, like, point at them, and then once our meter shows up that comes over their face, or over our reticule, we'll be able to shoot a gun off into the air and stop them. Sometimes they won't, though, so if we just do this for a while, and, well, bam.
Or I will shoot.
So it's like, okay, you're very far away, but I could get away squat free right here, but nope.
Edgar Kalu,
So,
you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
wow. So that means case done, right? We're done. We just put him in the brig and call it good, right? I love how that guy smiles. It's just like, he goes from like this angry face to like this like total like middle school grin on his face.
The one that
But
keeps you awake at night.
so yeah,
The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage.
and serves as the basis for hundreds of thousands of action movies.
The what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths.
So I like it when like they glorify like the police force, and there's a kind of, I already said, it reminds me kind of like of Serpico.
The case you never...
But if you haven't seen it, you should. It's awesome.
God's mill may grind
And this, I don't remember who this guy is, but I know he's like a actor, and I don't know his name, so whatever.
Then tell me, Boyle. I hear you.
And he's Irish. Irishman.
How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
He's like, yeah, you dumbass, are you deaf?
You've only been with us a short time, and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record.
Who says that in
Not to mention
1940s?
the
A
fine work you
stellar
did in the
arrest
war,
record?
sending heathens
Whatever.
back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a
Perhaps.
certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
God, just look at their.
Yes, sir.
Look, their expressions are so
Good
awesome.
man. You need many things
You can
for
actually
conviction,
like
young fellas.
relate and like.
A motive,
It's like
opportunity,
watching a movie. I swear to
hard
God.
evidence, and
Like,
best of
not very
all,
many
a
other
kind of
cutscenes. Like, as you can see, that lady right there was holding her clipboard really weird. And
always
it's
use
obvious
a
in some
modicum of
places, but
violence to
I
obtain
love
the
the cinematicy of this.
How are you feeling?
Cinematicness. Whatever.
Very good.
Uh,
The
so,
evidence is
yes, we
overwhelming.
have. I think all
Really
the
can't
evidence
eat
is.
a
I'm
man
not
who can't be
exactly
eaten by
sure,
the
but
devil. Bring
all
me
the
a
evidence
confession,
is.
young fellas.
My English is so good.
This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Oh yes, I am awesome, sir. So now we're getting into our first interrogation with this
As my lawyer
murder
arrives,
suspect.
I want to see my lawyer.
You know what? You don't get to see your lawyer. You're not a human being.
You shot
Just
a man
kidding.
dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
You're gonna have to pay for that. So here now we only have one question, so now we have to argue with him. So now we have to obtain a murder conviction. We could do this several ways, but we're just gonna do it in one of the easier
Follow
ones.
every
Just
Gage and the girl.
well,
Back
not
to
easy. I guess
store.
just the simpler, I should
Put
say.
5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Right. So he's kind of fiddling around right there. So we can use our intuition. I'll get into more of that later. But right here, it's not really, we don't really need it. So we're going to say, wait a second. What do we say here? I forgot. What did we ask actually? All right. So here's our evidence. Possible religious motive. That was for later. That's for nothing. So lie. You're a liar.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
Oh, yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. We found the murder weapon. Wait, no, we found the FM Browning, didn't we? No, because you are the suspect positively identified. Okay, hold on. I got to think for a second. So, let's see. I already forgot. Sorry, I was talking and I was kind of confused because sometimes these cases go a bit differently and I don't want to screw it up on accident. So, suspect positively identified, so since we questioned her and she was the lead suspect, we're able to say, yeah, you were definitely here. So I'm going to say this.
We know
All right.
all about the argument. Escaleta made a statement.
So there's that, and she's going to be there. So
You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
yeah, sorry, I have to kind of think these through sometimes because you're going to the gas chamber.
Fuck couldn't leave me alone. I
Whoa.
had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Uh-oh. It's a possible religious motive. I guess we can start talking about
Let's change
that.
the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
Yeah, baseball, a great American pastime. I had less than 3
This
it.
is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
Ooh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's a good motive for murder right there. But here we're going to say lie.
You're lying, Kalu. I think.
But here's where it doesn't really matter because
Payment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
so is he lying? So sometimes this is kind of just telling us that lying is wrong, that he is telling the truth right there, and we can press B to back out of the if we don't have the right kind of evidence, like we can't really say that. I mean, it's possible, but it's not 100%, so we're going to say
Nothing
back.
personal. I'm just doing my job. You understand that?
So you can usually use that in intuition. I'll just show it off really fast right here. We can remove an answer, and we'll get into the other ones later. But it basically for intuition, it says remove an answer, and it's gonna say what we don't want. So it'll say take off truth, doubt, lie, things like that. So let's go ahead and say doubt.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me
So,
to
yeah.
sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber
Ooh.
of Commerce.
Oh, so here he is. Here he is actually
Every
confessing.
proposal I ever put forward, kite this and kite
God, look at
that.
his like neck veins. They're like popping out, and you can tell he's pissed.
Edgar Kalu.
Woo,
Charging you
yeah!
with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage.
So I wish I could tell you all the ways you can answer this, depending on what answers you choose. I really wish I could, but that would be incredibly time-consuming. And there is like a case replay. You can replay other cases from the main menu. Like this one, we could actually go back and solve it differently and see all the other outcomes. But like as much as I'd like to, it'd be way too much work. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing the extra work. It's just the problem of like how I would, you know, implement it into my videos, like to have it be so, you know, I don't know. I wish I could.
I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice.
But he's happy face with us.
For now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed.
Ooh.
You'll be needing them.
Yeah, I am very awesome, dude. Yay, we did it. We are winners. And after all that, we got an achievement. Woo! All right. So our achievement is completed all cases on the patrol desk. So look at you guys. We are the best. So we got sound investigative technique, service weapon, peak physical conditioning, and keen interrogation instincts. So that's really good. So yeah, that's basically all that we're going to do in this episode. Actually, while I was narrating, I kind of got this idea that I didn't just want to start going up talking about just in case it throw me off. But if I do it, it'll be implemented into this video. If not, then you can just ignore it. So if it is, then cool. But we'll see. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. In the next one, we're going to go ahead and continue on with another case. I'm not going to spoil it for right now, but we're in the driver's seat, which is going to be a bit different. But in that one, we're also going to be in black and white. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and hope to see you guys next time. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.